I'm gonna need your help. If you see the jaguar, please raise your hands and I'm gonna go slow, alright? Oh, I see it. It's under the tree. In the chase. Everybody see it?
このツリーになんかおん
So
の
that is how their camouflage works. You see the spots of like dark and light coloration? They work in the shade of the trees.
よく見つけたね。運転手
Spots of the sun.
いつもいる場所があるの。
おっちゃんだけ見つ
The
けてる。
jaguar is an animal that used to be in North America. Nowadays are found in South America. The last sighting for them was in the mid
あ、いたいたいたいた。あそこあそ
1900s
こ。
by Palm Springs,
あ、
California.
おったヒョウ
ジャガー。
ジャガーどうちゃん
One of the nicknames they have acquired is the skull crusher. This one in particular is a female from
あ、
Mexico.
ゾウエレファント
Her name is
あ、大
Lynn
き
Barry.
い。
エレファントや
We're gonna see the guanacos, which is a wild version of the llama. They're infamous because they spit. They don't spit saliva, they spit bile.
お、なんだこいつ
And the angrier they are,
ワナコみたいなやつ。
deeper they
なんかラ
reach.
クダみたいな顔してる
ラクダと一緒。
Behind there, we're
こんな
gonna
主
see
役だよ
the elephant enclosure. Right now, I have not seen any on this section, but there is one far to the right. That is an Asian elephant, I believe. I need to see the ears a little bit better. Yeah, that is Mary. Mary is our oldest elephant here at the San Diego Zoo. She is 55 years old.
みんな名前があ
We
んの
have
な
a total of 4 elephants.
メリーがおった
All 4 of them are
メリー
beautiful
とタンボ
females,
とシャバーとなん
and
だろ
all 4 of them are on the older age. It serves as a geriatric facility. They come to the Elephant Care Center every single day. For health checks, they come through something called positive reinforcement. It is a practice that the San Diego Zoo pioneered with. We also pioneer with the practice of protective contact. That is why are going to see a series of doors. It is because the animal and the keeper are not at the
ゾウ
same
の
place at the
ゾウの
same
収納
time.
収納の
They
やつ
come here through positive reinforcement and they can leave as they please. But they don't because they get their favorite treats.
ゾウの世話す
One
る
of
と
the
こ
most important parts for their care is their feet. So they receive weekly pedicures. They also
Elephant
take blood
waiting room.
samples from time to time. They do it time they care. And the treats they usually eat for that are raisins. They love raisins. Now, do you know how many raisins takes for us to take the sample? You wanna guess? I've been told that it only takes about 5 to 10 raisins. They give them one at a time.
なんか鳥がおんで、
very
そこ
slowly
に
and they
な
tell
ん
them.
かちょっと不思議
Alright,
な。
everybody focus in the front. Inside the little hut, house they have for Stella. Stella is the secretary bird. It is at the
Stella
rest of
って
the place right now. She's eating a mice.
ネズミじゃない？
ネズミ食ってんの
This bird is related to eagles. She can fly, but she'd rather go by land, by
そう
foot.
なんだ。
She has those long legs that she
なん
uses
かこういう
in
足の
order
長
to
さ
stomp
と
on their prey.
ねえ。
One of the
一定
favorite
魚く
things
らい
for a
ってこと
secretary
そうだ
bird
ね。
to eat are snakes,
あの状態
and
で
they are
さ、
famous
ネズミ
because
捕
they
まえら
can
れ
steal
ない
cobras.
飛べるのか
To
な
the right in the tree, we have another
実
bird
は
that is a
実は
magpie
足トレイ
bird.
に収納して飛べるのでもこ
His
の
name is
カゴに
Rico
なってるってこと
Suave.
は飛べるってことじゃないってことだよね。
全然食べられてない。
あ
I love Stella. She's one of my favorite birds here at the San Diego Zoo.
そうなんだ。綺麗だね、でも美しい鳥ですね。なんか形が火の鳥のモデルになってそうなくらい足が長い。
うん
We're gonna have a chance to see some
Zosa.
elephants up close or closer.
ゾウさん結構遊
As
ぶ
I
ところ
said, we
があ
have
る
four
の
of them. We have two Asians and two
あれ
African
何ゾウ
elephants. Best way to recognize them
こういう
apart
の見たらわか
is
る
by looking at their ears. The big round ears are the
アフリカ
African
系の
ones.
やつ
This right here is an African elephant. Her name is Shaba. She's my
Shaba.
personal favorite because of her very calm demeanor. You will recognize her easily because she's the one with the long tusk. She's usually paired with Mary, which is the oldest one.
じゃなくて
Shaba is the one who joined the group
前から2列目のおばあさんのふくらはぎがすごい
and Mary is the one who welcomed her. So they have a very beautiful relationship. Mary, even though he is one of the smallest on
これシャバっつって
size, because she's the oldest one, everybody respects her and she's the matriarch. So when she welcomed Shaba, everybody else did too. I want to tell you also about the
あ
enclosure.
れでどうやって遊
Look
ぶん
at
や
the
ろ
enclosure and notice how we don't have natural trees in there. That is because
鼻で
elephants are
叩くんかなあ
always
れ
to take trees down. Every time we try to put one in, they will take it the next day or the same day. So we have those utilities that help us
どこで水飲
provide
むの
shade, but also help us keep
向こうにあるの
fossils for them. Those fossils will lower at different time of the
向
day.
こうの
Some
なん
of
か
them
ぶら下がっ
require
てる
two
四角の
steps.
やつもどうやって遊
They
ぶんやろ
need to figure it out, and that's gonna keep them mentally stimulated, but also physically active, which is very important. Those puzzles contain their favorite treats, and it's part of their experience that they get.
すごいねなんか
The
木の実
next
美味しそう
section of the elephant enclosure, which is closed for the elephants right now, you're gonna see how we're trying to keep the natural trees. We're fencing them with lots of wood that have been recycled throughout the San Diego Zoo. And recycling is a practice that's gonna help all the wildlife. It's a great practice we can all do for wildlife. I want you to see the dromedary camel right now is playing with some kind of like branch. This is a camel with one
Camel.
hump. The dromedary camels used to be in Southern California many years ago.
サザンカリフォ
For
ルニア
many
の
years, they were also believed to store
あ
water
れと
in the
か砂
hump
漠
that
私
is
たち昨日行ったじゃん
not quite right. They store it
Okay.
fat, which they can metabolize in order to supply for water or food as they need.
あそこ
These are
昔
animals
の
with
人
great
が渡
endurance.
るにはラクダがいないと渡れなかった
すごいねラクダって砂漠の必需品やね
ね
ラクダ
As
以外に
many
砂
of
漠
the
渡るやつ
animals
お
we
らんの
saw today here at Elephant Odyssey
ラマ
アフリカだからよく
unfortunately
使っ
have
てる
gone extinct. But the San Diego Zoo is decided to end extinction. I'm going to share with you
ハゲタカいたよハゲタカ
a very important story. One of my favorite stories of what success we had.
でかくて黒い
This is the story of the California condor.
おでか
This beautiful bird is the largest bird in California.
本当は
And
見
we
た
were
かったけ
how
ど
look at that wingspan. I love when they fly. That wingspan is about 8 feet long. These bars from left to right is 8 feet, so you can imagine how big they are. We only had 22 left in the wild in the early 1980s. The San Diego Zoo, the safari park with other institutions gathered them up. It was quite polemic. People didn't want to, but we knew that if we were going to have a chance with them, we would have to collect them and start a breeding facility. We gathered them up, put them in a breeding facility by the safari park called Condominium. They had like many problems going on. One of the problems was DDT, this insecticide would get into water and they would consume it. And the eggshells were really so when they dropped the eggs, it would break. They didn't hold. So the numbers start plumbing. Another problem they were having is that they are scavengers. They eat dead carcasses. So people who hunt were hunting with dead bullets, and when they ate the carcasses, they consumed the bullets too. They start getting lead poisoning. But Where we can help is in the third problem. They were consuming micro trash. They were eating pieces of trash or feeding it to the babies, and they were not able to survive. You can be a hero for the California Condor by making sure all the trash, put it in the right containers, and even better, trying to recycle. I'm very happy to say that the last count for them was at 480 plus. So we are doing well with half of them flying in the wild.
たまに出してもらえるんか
We are getting there, but we're still not out of the risk. And you can learn more about it and how to help at endextinction.org. That is our wildlife conservancy website. We also passed the kangaroo bus stop number 4, and that was Elephant Odyssey. I highly recommend you coming back to this section of the zoo. They have a lot more to offer. We are getting to the meerkat enclosure.
もっとでも広い
There's
の
always one meerkat outside taking a look for danger. Always one of them in the eyes and ears for the rest. I see several of them right now. These Hakuna Matatas are not very, they're not very strong, but they hang in groups. They take tasks, they form communities. A group of meerkats are called a mob. We call them a mob of meerkats.
穴入っていく
Something I always like to share is that these things came down to the San Diego Zoo and sketched many animals when they were making the first Lion King movie. One of the animals they sketched was the meerkat.
実際の
And they're going to welcome us into African Rocks, which is the newest part of the San Diego
こ
Zoo.
のやつらは
Here in the Kopi area, you have opportunity to see the trumpeter and hornbills. Oh, that's pretty cute. We see male and female just sitting next to each other. These birds
仲良
walk for
く
life.
並んで止まってるここつがいかなハイラックス
We are gonna pass the highlands of Ethiopia, where you can see the baboons.
バブーンが見えるって
Very, very interesting and fun to watch. And in just a little bit, we're gonna be going up African Rocks. I'll warn you that it's not the best view you will have. It's a limited view, but it will give you an idea. If you want to walk African Rocks, if you haven't, which I highly recommend, I recommend you do it from top to bottom, meaning that you would start here next to Sydney Plaza, so that way you walk it downhill. We're gonna pass Urban Jungle on the right. Urban Jungle is where we have most of the animal ambassadors, such as the cheetahs. We have a greater one-horned rhino named Parvesh, and we have the giraffes. We had 2 baby giraffes earlier this summer. Their names are Nathanie and Carol. But right now we're gonna go down Center Street and visit one of my favorite enclosures as well.
Temporary タトゥーだらけの少女の
夏休みでもないのにね。
テンポラリーなのかどうか分からへんけどリアルタトゥーかもし
少女で。実は少女じゃないんだ。
れないめっちゃちっちゃかったけど
あ、顔そう。
あ、顔
To
そう
the green, the duplex.
顔そうって英語でなんて言うんやろ
We have the running water going on. That running water is gonna keep the animals relaxed, happy and healthy.
ここは何クマクマの場所もまあまあ狭い
They're not very active right now. I see
グ
one
リ
of
ズリーや
them.
グリズリーグリズリーってこうはやっちゃうん
ほらほら奥いるよね、出る。 狭いね。こんなにいいんだ。
Their names are Scout and Montana, their siblings, their brothers. They were rescued close to Yellowstone National
あれ
Park
クモの巣？
when Mom was teaching them how to get into trash
クモ
cans.
の巣あれ。
わかんない。
あんな腫れるもんなんクモって。
I recommend you coming back and see them. They're very active. They like to go in the water.
寝てるね。いいね。おひょうたん。
We're gonna have a chance to see two more bears. These are the Andean bears, also known as the spectacle bear. Right now I see Alba. Alba is on the back by the cage eating some lettuce. They are omnivores, so they eat plants,
ア
fruits,
レグマみたいなサイズだね。
and also meat if they have an opportunity. They are important because they spread the seeds in the forest. It is a forest bear. It is the only bear south of the equator. We also have Turbo, which is a male, eating some
なんか
stuff
食
in
う
the
て
back
る
as well.
かわいい。アンバンベア。
Rainforest is a small part of our planet, but it's a very important one. It provides for a lot of species of animals and plants. We can be a hero for the spectacle bear as well as the forest by purchasing shade-grown coffee. When we purchase shade-grown coffee, we will prevent the sectioning of their habitat. To the left, we have the Fern Canyon Trail. You won't find animals there. We have a lot of plants. The San Diego Zoo is also a botanical garden. We have many species of plants. Some of them are in danger, and we have programs for them as well.
この子だ。戻れへん。
To the left, as we're making a right turn, it is Bacho Bridge. That bridge connects Elephant Odyssey
あのブリッ
with
ジ
the
何？
Lost Forest and the gorillas. It has an elevator. Take advantage of that.
フワメイカフェ。フワメイカフェがどれやった？これか。
Guys, I'm trying to see the gibbons.
あ、ここに出てきた。
They're really cool.
あ
Is that the male? I think I see a
Samba
red
Foresto.
cheek gibbon. That is the male. His name is Chewy.
サンバーフォレ
They
スト
are
ね。
sexually dimorphic, meaning that male and female are two different colors when they are born. All of them are a light yellow coloration, and as they mature, males would acquire a darker coloration. So we are in the bottom of African rocks with the South African penguin enclosure. This species is an endangered species. So we started a breeding facility for them. Or penguins swim with the shark. It is a multi-species enclosure. They serve as enrichment for each other. Oh, right now I see one shark swimming. That is the leopard shark.
ここオープニングで行くってこと？
They were having multiple problems. They are having the pollution that is affecting them. The overfishing practice that is taking resources from them. But the one that is hurting the most is the resource of their guano. Humans are collecting their guano in order to create fertilizers for plants because it's very rich on nitrogen. But they do need their guano in order to create their nest. So by collecting it, we are preventing the well reproduction. In addition to have the breeding facility here at the San Diego Zoo, we are also working in the wild, providing with artificial nests in order to increase the numbers. And hopefully soon we will see a healthy population. This is the Madagascar section. It is where we have the lemurs. Here at the San Diego Zoo, we have 5 species of lemurs. Out of the hundreds they are, about 100, and all of them unfortunately are endangered. African dogs, you can see the barbell monkeys. We have the 1 through 8 years with the bee-eater birds, and we also have the leopards. Here at African dogs, we have 2 of them. One of them is a melanistic leopard, meaning that it's a dark coloration, not completely black, but as you know, like big cats are also called a panther, so it will be what we know as a black panther. We're gonna jump from Africa to Australia as we get to the koala enclosure. All these trees along this fence are species of eucalyptus trees. That is the diet for the koala. Eucalyptus leaves are low in calorie intake and it makes them drowsy, so they sleep for the most part of the day. Each one of these structures is going to house a male koala. They are quite territorial, so they need to be housed separately. The female koalas are going to be housed across the pathway. They can hang in groups. They're a little bit smaller too. Some people call them koala bears. They are not bears, they're marsupials. They have a pouch where baby goes when they are born. Right now we have babies, but you cannot see them because they're in the pouch of mom. When the babies are born, they're the size of a gummy bear.
バス専用道みたいな。
San Diego Zoo was the first facility outside of Australia to have koalas. We have the largest collection of koalas outside of Australia still. Something interesting about the koalas is that they do not consume water as other animals do. They get their water intake by eating the leaves. We're gonna pass Sydney Plaza once again. Urban Jungle to the right, that is where we have the kangaroo bus stop number 1. We have the flamingos and the zebra and the donkey and the kangaroo as well. And we're gonna go and approach the unloading dock to finish the tour for today. But remember that the San Diego Zoo is a non-profit organization. Every single dollar you spend here, and just by entering the San Diego Zoo, you are already a supporter of this fight that we're eating against extinction. Every single dollar you spend will go back to take care of all the animals here at the safari park, but also to our research programs and programs we have for the animals across the world. Thank you so much for being on the zoo today. Remember, we can be heroes on our everyday life by making sure that the produce we buy comes from a sustainable source, purchasing shade-grown coffee, and also recycling, which is a practice that's going to help all wildlife.
あ、でも向こうがスタート地点ってことね。で、ここで降りるみたい
I hope you have a great day.
な。あ
Rest of your day today and enjoy the world famous San Diego Zoo.
ー、いやー楽しいツアーでしたね。
そうですね
う。ん、すごい。なんかざっくり見れた。
ね、ざっくり。おー
じゃあ実際ねテクテクして見ていきましょう。えいえいおー。